KC. Dang on it, why is my boar not keeping aggro? Nah, you're gonna surprise yourself if you try, Zuck, I feel like. I've never tried it, but I have confidence. I think I got it. I believe in myself. And I think you should believe in yourself, too. Exactly. See, you can do anything with 20,000 sharks. That's what I'm saying. I think you'll get. I think we'll get Zuck. I've never even stepped foot in the Inferno before, and I plan on getting it this league. It's happening. Oh, someone's on me. How are you hitting me from that far away? I ain't scared. I might should be, but I ain't. I'll try just... Gotta go to sleep. It's somewhat important. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I never did a talent point. I'm stupid. Oh, they are all on the boar. Follow me, boar. Follow me. Come back. Don't die. The boar died. He is probably very sad now. Good thing it's not hardcore for your pets. Jeez, these pets eat like crazy. I feel like I'm constantly having to feed them. Oh, I have like no mana. Man, when I hit level 11, this bow is gonna be so nice. Oh, I hit level 88. Nice. 88 strength achieved. Back up. Back it up. Attack! Ooh, Renar. I'm gonna keep that Sapphire. Bruce! What up? Hope you had a great weekend. Why second character did you die? Well, you see what happened was... Yes. So, story time. Let me explain how I died. Because it was unfortunate. So, there was a quest. And on this quest, it's in like this like sludge pen area. It's like a sludge lake kind of thing. In the middle of the sludge lake is some is like a platform. It's like oil, and it's like they're trying to extract the oil, and so there's like these platforms that lead up onto like this building. So you climb up the platforms. At the top of the flat platforms is a quest boss. Now, this quest boss, you have to be in a group. Well, you don't have to be in a group. It's not that hard of a boss, but so many people are doing it that if you group up with people, everyone in the group gets the quest item that he drops. So usually you just try and like group up, get it done, so everybody's not fighting for it, because he has like at least 10-minute respawn time. So I get up there. There's already like 2 people waiting for him. They don't want to invite me to a group for whatever reason. I tried to ask them. They ignored my questions to ask. So I'm just standing there waiting. They kill the boss, the quest boss, so I'm just like SOL. Well, I know he's not that hard to kill, so I'm like, I'll just wait around and kill him whenever he respawns. So I'm standing there waiting, and a bunch of his lackeys spawn right outside of his room, and they charge me. And I managed to pop my cooldown, my defensive cooldowns, jump off the platforms, and escape. All good. I make my way back up to his room, killing things along the way, and I'm waiting outside of his room again. And essentially the same exact thing happened a second time. All of his lackeys spawned. I couldn't keep up with them. I didn't have cooldowns that time, but I popped like potions and jumped down and made it away. When I got to the bottom, a hunter put in the chat asking if anybody was trying to do that quest and wanted to group up. So I responded to his message and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to do it. You want to group up? And he's like, sure. So we get into a party. We get up to the very top of the platform, and he's like 2 levels higher than me. I think I was 17 and he was 19 or something like that. So he's 2 levels higher than me. And so we get up to the top of the platform together. We're still waiting on the boss to respawn. And we're just casually killing his lackeys because there's 2 of us now and they can't take us. And so we're casually like killing his lackeys as they spawn, all this and the other. The boss finally spawns. Me and him kill the boss. I loot the boss, get the key, which is the quest item. He dropped a key that you need. So I get the key, and I notice in like the party chat, I don't see him get a key. And I'm like, so I asked him, I said, hey, did you not get a key from him? Because I was worried I was wrong. I was like, is it the first person gets it? Is it not that everybody in the party gets it? That doesn't seem right. So he responds, goes, "Oh crap," and I was like, "What happened?" And he said, "I forgot to get the quest." And I was like, "No, that sucks. You forgot to get the quest." And WoW, you can share quests with your party. So if I'd have known that he didn't have the quest, I could have just shared it with him. So we both could have got it. So I said, let me share it with you quick, because I was hoping if I shared it with him, that he would like retroactively, since the corpse is still there, and he would have had like he would have been able to get the loot from it and all that. That maybe retroactively it would have let him get it. And so I share it with him. He goes to the corpse, loots it, and it's just regular loot still, no key. And I'm like, "Oh, you still didn't get it?" And he's like, "No." And then he kind of assumed that I was gonna stick around with him to get it. Um, and he goes, "Darn, guess we have to wait 15 more minutes." And I had like this moral dilemma in my head of like, okay, he said we have to wait 15 more minutes. I didn't screw up. I got the key. Um, but me trying to be the nice guy, I was like, yeah, we'll stick around. And I needed to get some XP anyway. Like, I wanted to get some more levels anyway, like some more XP to get closer to leveling anyway. And he was helping me kill stuff, so it was all good. So I was like, yeah, I'll stick around with you, no biggie. So we're waiting, and we're waiting the 15 minutes. Well, the quest boss, he doesn't spawn in that office room. He spawns outside of it, and then he patrols, kind of think like, he's like checking on his workers. So he's like patrols around the platforms to check all the workers, and that's where you see him. Well, I guess the hunter didn't know that. And all of a sudden, inside that office, an elite monster spawns. And elite monsters in WoW, especially hardcore WoW, they'll kill you. Like, unless you're over leveled. Like, you have to be good, you have to be like organized, like know what you're doing, have a good group, all that jazz. Like, you will not solo an elite of the same level. You probably can't even solo an elite that you're like one level higher than. Well, an elite spawns in that room, and I'm like, oh crap, let me make sure I don't get near that because I don't want to aggro him. Well, I'm thinking that, and I'm making sure I'm a good distance away from the room so I don't get attacked by the elite. And dude, the hunter just runs in there and shoots the guy in the face, getting aggro. And in my like shock that he just did that, I'm like, oh, well, clearly he thinks we're strong enough to handle this elite, and he's 2 levels higher than me, so he probably knows better. He knows something I don't know. Let's do it. And so I run into that little room with him, and we're going to fight this elite. And the elite has like a little minion that follows him around. And so like a little like pet. I think it's like a little pet robot. And yeah, oh no. And so we're fighting, and I don't know if it was the boss mob or his little pet like did this charge up move, and when the charge up exploded, it knocked me and the hunter down to like 20% health. So I pop a potion, and the hunter is panicking. Like I can see in his like actions and in his movements. He's like running away, like popping a 180, hitting a 180 and running the other way, and he's just like running around like a loose can, like he's caught on fire or something, trying to put it out. Like he is stressing because he is low and doesn't know what to do. And so I'm like, okay, maybe we'll be fine. And before the hunter dies, we kill the main elite guy. But turns out his pet doesn't die when he dies, so the pet keeps wailing, and the pet ended up killing the hunter. And I was like, as soon as the hunter died and it switched targets onto me, because I wasn't getting attacked this whole time. The hunter's a higher level and has a pet, and so he's doing more damage than me, so he's pulling all the aggro. So I hadn't been getting attacked so far, but as soon as the hunter died, I was like, I'm not going to be able to handle this. He just killed a level 19 hunter. He's obviously going to kill a level 17 rogue, like, easily. So I turn around, and like I had done 2 times prior, whenever the lackeys spawned around me, I jumped off the platform with the intent of jumping off and running away. I jump off the platform, instantly die to fall damage, because I was too low to survive the fall. Yep. But I mean, if I didn't do that, the minion would have killed me anyway. So I mean, either way, I was gonna die to the minion, or I was gonna die. Um. So yeah, that is that's how that went. So yeah, moral story: don't be nice to strangers. Yeah, but that seems to be the case. But yeah. Uh, did I do that? I'm on a different character now. So I was a rogue before. Now I'm playing a hunter. So I have my little boar pet here. So I am remembering the guy that got me killed by playing a hunter. I think he was an orc hunter too. I am currently 10. I'm almost 11 though. I'm like a hair away from 11. I'll probably kill a couple things and get 11. I was like not 100% sure if I even wanted to play a hunter though, because hunters are a lot more complicated back in classic than they are now. Like nowadays hunters aren't as complicated. Basically, back in classic, your pet has like a happiness meter and they do damage based on how happy they are, and you have to like feed them to keep them happy. And if you like unsummon them, they lose happiness because they're not with you anymore. So you have to keep them around, you have to feed them to keep them happy, and it's kind of annoying. And then on top of that, you have to you have like your bags that you keep your inventory. Yeah, like a kitten, but worse. Yeah. And then like you have your bags here, like my inventory where I get loot. And I'm like, there's a ton of times that I've like filled up my bags and had to rush back to town because I had so much loot that I wanted to sell. Well, with a hunter, you have to save one of your bag slots. It has to be a quiver and full of arrows. So you just lose a bag slot whenever you're a hunter. So I don't love that. I'm actually gonna do what I just said. I'm actually gonna abandon this boar and get this raptor. Apparently raptors are pretty good. Goodbye, boar. Hello, raptor. Rip me if this dude kills me before I tame him. Oh my gosh, 37? 31? 25? Dang, he got me down to 25% health trying to tame him. You borely do. That's a good one. See, that's a good joke. When we were having like the joke conversation the other night, that's a good joke. You just read today's league release. How do you feel about it? Does this pet have a chart? You think it's a good relic? You don't know how you feel over Golden God? Yeah, I'm not. I don't love it. Oh, there's a dead guy. I don't love it. You have to look at its placement because then you're comparing Golden God to everything prior. When you say its placement, are you saying like what the choices are? Because I can tell you what the choices are if you don't know that. No, it is not the final relic. It's tier 4. So it's the teleportation, so Fairy Ring, Bank Heist, Clue Compass. It's tier 1, which is Animal Wrangler, and then the Power Miner, and then the Lumberjack. And then it's tier 2, which is the dodgy, the thieving agility and Herblore pouch one. No one's gonna. I can't imagine anyone picking a second teleportation, so that knocks out that whole tier. So it's really, do you want a second AFK gatherer, or do you want a second skill cheat? How far into the game do you hit tier 4 relic? It kind of depends on what you're doing. Like if you're focused on points, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't want to try and answer that and be wrong, so I'm not 100% confident. I'm not confident enough in my knowledge to give you an answer on that. Okay, why is my like raptor not getting aggro over me? What is this crap? Does he not have like a taunt or something? Every pet can growl? Oh. Okay, so there's training points here. How do I know about what training points they have? How does... Oh, 0. Oh, so I can have them learn every... The ability is not available to your pet? Okay. There. Now it's gonna taunt. But it can't charge like a it can't charge like the other pet could. That's fine. I don't need it to charge. Yeah, I wish I could answer that for you, Bruce. I don't feel confident enough in my knowledge. I don't want to tell you wrong. I know you get your first